I saw you abandoned your Uganda group.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. It is the Uganda group that abandoned me, and I thought it was quits when it reaches to that point. But Right Honourable Speaker, yesterday in your communication, you promised the House that you would ascertain, you would find out the circumstances under which the NTV broadcasting house has been barred, the nation media, and you had promised that today you would have ascertained and informed Parliament about the circumstances under which the national media was banned covering this Honourable House. Right Honourable Speaker, we are responsible to the citizens of this country, but I would wish to point out that increasingly the media space is narrowing, Right Honourable Speaker, and sometimes on flimsy reasons, media houses have been locked down. I must declare I have an interest in this matter. For Point FM, Mr. Speaker, you are also involved with the media. But when the Uganda Communications Commission is used on flimsy ground to close media houses, like in the case of Point FM, Mr. Speaker, there was an allegation that one of the presidential candidates was coming onto the radio. Chagulaji was coming to Mubende and they said he would be on the radio. Then suddenly they said, you know, you owe Uganda Communications Commission 11 million, yet they owe the station 27 million. But now they went ahead, carried away all the transmitters. And Honourable Speaker, the media is so sensitive. Point FM has hosted His Excellency the President on 2 occasions, including Mama Janet and other government ministers and officials. But now when we see this, not only to NTV and the national media, we get concerned. How come that during the electioneering period, the voices of the people are clogged up? Right, Honourable Speaker, you know the losses suffered by the broadcasters and those who have paid up for their adverts. It is a big loss. But for the UCC to play politics, like what I ascertain, even rivals, Mr. Speaker, I beg just 1 minute.
Honourable Seshko, that's not how we behave, please. Yeah. Because you see, you came up on an issue to do with the House. You went outside the House. You are about to go beyond the borders. So I don't know where we can stop. Okay?
Right, Honourable Speaker, I thank you for your guidance. Since this was a matter you promised this House, I lay my case on the question of the blackout of the National Media Group to cover this House, and as a reminder that it's not only here, but it is happening elsewhere. But I pray that you guide this House on what the national media has done, what crime they have committed, and whether Ugandans shouldn't be entitled to know whether there is divergent opinion. Right, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable colleagues, for those of you who came to my office from 7 a.m., because by 7 I had many colleagues who are waiting for me in the office. I've just left office now. I left a little, went for approval of DPP and the commissioners. I haven't cross-checked even with the clerk. Okay, I haven't cross-checked with the clerk. I will call the clerk. I cross-check because it's an administrative matter. I know, what I know here is that we have accreditation procedures. So the accreditation procedures, maybe they have some guidelines around them, but this is an administrative matter which the speaker or deputy speaker are not involved with. So I'm going to cross-check when I get time. I don't want to put deadlines on myself, Honorable, to say I've said tomorrow, today, no. Because I'm asking myself, why aren't you being covered nationally? So I received a message from the head of Nation Media, Madam Nsibirwa. I will call her. She gives me also facts, and then I will cross-check with the clerk. I haven't called her back. I will cross-check with the clerk on what might have happened on that. But I was very, very busy. I had a lot of pending business that I had to do since morning. Yes, Honorable Semujo.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you and the Honorable Sechikubo for bringing back the matter. There were two issues with this matter. The first was the Parliament of Uganda taking a decision, as it has been reported, for which you are cross-checking, and we will wait. But there is also another blackout. The Nation Media Group cannot cover the President and activities the President is undertaking on behalf of Uganda. You had said, Mr. Speaker, that the responsible minister can explain. Because for me, the coincidence is what is bothering me. That the President stops the Nation Media Group from covering him, conducting public business, and then we get this story that the Parliament has also now joined. My fear is how many other government agencies, and Mr. Speaker, I am a journalist by training. When Monitor started, there was a ban of advertising on Monitor. It was targeted. In fact, Monitor is resilient. It didn't collapse. I recently saw Electoral Commission advertising only with the New Vision that has made it a duty that every day they will have a photograph of only one NRM candidate. Yet we pass money here. We pass money here to New Vision. But they are covering only one presidential candidate effectively. The others are just balancing. Every day you see NRM candidate Yoweri Museveni Tibuhaburwa with the crowd on the front page of New Vision every day. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to know if these ministers that you instructed to come here and explain whether they are also cross-checking the Minister for Presidency and Information, because we must know, is this now an unannounced government policy that you find ways of killing private media and independent media in Uganda? If it is not, we need an explanation. We see advertising now going to only New Vision and other media outlets that are supporting the candidature of the NRM presidential flag bearer. So can the ministers, as Mr. Speaker, we had requested yesterday, explain?
Honorable Kabyanga, is Nation Media not allowed to cover the president? So, I'm getting news from Honorable Semujo, and has been consistent since yesterday.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. All media houses are allowed to cover the president. But Honorable Semuju is a seasoned journalist and a manager. All newspapers and media houses have editorial boards. And for them to release any news, the editorial board decide on what to release, not the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance. And therefore, it's not under my mandate to decide what New Vision should publish or not.
Is the nation allowed to cover the president? That's the question you asked, Honorable.
Yes, they are allowed to cover.
It's allowed. Very okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Yes. Honorable.
Right Honorable Speaker, the bare minimum we expect from a honorable minister of government is to have minimum levels of honesty. And if a minister stands before a House of Representatives and does not speak the truth, and he knows he's lying. That's really unbecoming of a honorable colleague. We all know, let's facts be, at first it was NBS, which had been buried for quite some time, not covering the president. And we are not talking about candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to Buhabura. We are speaking about the president of the Republic of Uganda. Now, it turns out that NTV and the Monitor publication, Nation Media, as we stand now, is barred from covering the President of the Republic of Uganda. So the question is, what have they done? And for you to come here and try to hide and not tell the truth, really it is dishonorable to an extent.
Honorable Kabyanga,
That's why, Right Honorable Speaker, and the reason why we are coming back forth, and I thank Honorable Sechikubo, for freedom of speech, freedom of expression, access to Parliament by the media is so cardinal that you can't just let it on the whim of some technocrats here, take time, they can ban people. We even have a gallery.
Yeah, but Honorable
Where
Chivumbi,
free Ugandans are free to come here
Honorable
and listen.
Chivumbi, please. For you to cover Parliament here, you have to be accredited. And you must follow our guidelines of accreditation. Are you getting me? So you can't say because of what, we have a southern journalist here, because Parliament is a public place. That's why we have accreditation here. So, but now, because you're turning around a matter which we should look at soberly into something beyond, okay? So, to cover here, you must be accredited. It has been a practice over time. That's it. That one is very clear. Honorable Kabyanga, have you received any communication from State House that Monitor Nation is not allowed to cover the president?
I don't have any communication from State House.
Thank you.
And therefore, the media, the national media, is free to go and cover the president.
Thank you. Now, Honorable colleagues, Honorable Kabyanga is not in charge of security of the president, people around the president. He's Minister for ICT. He has not received the communication. I can't come and I hold him accountable here. Honorable Narima Betty. Honorable Christine Nakmuero.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I come with a matter that needs urgent attention from all of us. Right Honorable Speaker, we recognize that our country supports athletes